calls out Lomachenko and does more than call him out. He blatantly says, after I get through with Frank, Loma's next. I fucking love it. I love it, bro. Absolutely love it. Now, I still think the Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson fight is the best fight at 135 pounds. But Loma versus either one of them two is the second best fight at 135 pounds. And narratives are starting to just get killed, bro. If this man does this shit, you got Hector Garcia, then Ryan Garcia, then Frank Martin, and then if he does keep his word and fight Loma, y'all gonna have to start shutting the hell up. And if you don't shut up, you just hating. It's just that simple, bro. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday morning is 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I ask that you join the channel as a member, drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And I ask that you join the channel as a member, drop super chats when you come by, and you can always just hit the link while I'm live. We can debate right then and there. But let's get to this shit. So Shakur Stevenson is very upset because it's looking like Top Rank is open to making Tank Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko, and Shakur Stevenson is being skipped over yet again. Yet again. And he's also upset with Tank Davis. His fans are upset with Tank Davis. Y'all just mad at everybody because Shakur ain't getting the fights that y'all want him to have and that he wants. And here's the truth of the matter. Number one, bro. Stop playing stupid. The problem is not PBC willing to deal with Top Rank. Obviously, cross-promotional fights are harder to make. The reason that Shakur Stevenson will have a hard time getting Tank Davis or getting any PBC fighter is because of the relationship between Al Haymon and Jay Prince. First and foremost. That's off the rip. But this whole idea, oh, y'all said across the street. But Tank he's ducking because he's calling out Loma, but he says Shakur fight is hard to make because of who Shakur is in business with, but Loma's in business with the same people, but Aegis Clemus and Al Haymon don't have the tumultuous, horrible relationship and bad blood that Al Haymon and Jay Prince have. A lot of y'all just play stupid. A lot of y'all just play dumb. Al Haymon has showed a willingness to do business with Top Rank on many occasions. Wilder Fury, Inouye Fulton, and Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. He'll do business with Bob Arum, Top Rank, no problem. He'll do business with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, no problem. Eddie Hearn Matchroom, no problem. Saudi Arabia coming over to America, I'll give you the best card in motherfucking boxing. And a lot of that is because I'm sending my fighters over there. Tim Tszyu versus Ortiz, best fight in the card, half of that fight, PBC fighter. Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Rayo, 2 PBC fighters going on over there. David Morrell Jr., PBC fighter, taking his ass over there. So they'll do business with multiple people. The problem is Jay Prince and Al Haymon. That's the problem. If that shit can get fixed, that'll help Shakur out tremendously. But ain't nobody blackballing Shakur, bro. And Tank Davis calling out Loma is a great fucking fight and a great move, and it's great for the sport of boxing. I don't see how anybody can hate on this. You got to be a disingenuous, hating-ass motherfucker to hate on some shit like this, bro. And just tell me that you think Tank is better than your favorite fighter without telling me that Tank is better than your favorite fighter. If you're a Shakur Stevenson fan and you complaining about Tank versus Loma or Tank fighting Loma, then why is Shakur versus Loma a good fight? If Shakur is better than Tank in your eyes and Shakur gonna beat Tank, and you think Shakur versus Loma is a great fight, then how come Tank versus Loma is not a fight that you want to see next? And it makes sense from a business standpoint and a time frame standpoint. If you're Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis, Loma already lost a couple of controversial decisions. You want to hurry up and beat him while he's coming off of a great performance against Kambosos, while he's still relatively in his prime, while he just became champion, where you can unify with him and get as much credit as possible. Of course, Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson should want to be the first one to get Loma out the way. Because if Shakur fight him first and then Tank fight him second, and let's say Shakur beats him cleanly and clearly, then people going to be like, oh, Tank is fighting Loma, Shakur's leftovers. If Tank knocks Loma out in brutal fashion, hurts him, stops him, and then Shakur fights him after Tank, then people going to be like, oh, you fighting Tank Davis leftovers. So seems like Shakur is just mad that Tank might be winning the race to Loma because Bob Arum, Lomachenko's promoter, said Loma wants the biggest fights and the most lucrative fights. He is 36 years old. And if you're going to lose, would you rather lose to Shakur Stevenson for the money that he brings to the table? Or would you rather lose to Tank Davis for the money that he brings to the table? If you're going to unify, would you want to unify against somebody that can put you on pay-per-view and give you millions and millions and millions of dollars as you ride off into the sunset? Or would you want to lose to somebody in Shakur Stevenson who be fighting on Thursdays and shit? Who be fighting on free TV and shit? And people acting like Loma all of a sudden is washed. Loma ain't lost a single fight cleanly, bro. Where he didn't look good in that fight and he wasn't extremely competitive. He had Teofimo Lopez on his heels the back half of that fight. If not for a good 12th round, Teofimo probably would end up getting a draw against Loma. Devin the Dream Haney, Vasily Lomachenko had the cleanest, most dominant rounds in that fight. The fight was so goddamn close and so controversial, people were throwing beer bottles at Devin Haney and Bill Haney on their way out the arena. People were demanding a rematch because they felt like Loma won that fight, bro. I scored the shit a draw, but what I'm saying is the man ain't never lost cleanly, so miss me with that leftover shit. That man just put on a great performance against Kambosos, did something that Teofimo couldn't do, did something that Devin Haney couldn't do, and he stopped that man. He beat Kambosos cleanly and more clearly than anybody that ever beat Kambosos. Devin Haney shared the ring with that man 24 rounds and couldn't get him the fuck up out of there. Loma did, though. All 5'4", 65-inch arm reach of him. Got his ass the fuck up out of there, bro. He coming off of a great performance. He still got a whole lot of gas left in the tank. And if it's a great fight for Shakur, if it was a great fight for Devin, if it was a great fight for Teofimo, stop acting like Tank Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko ain't two of the best at 135 pounds fight. Stop doing that shit, bro. That shit, like, this shit is getting nonsensical, bro. Y'all are letting your hate show. You letting your disdain show, bro. That would be a wonderful fight. That would be a great year. You come back after a year out the ring, you take on Frank Martin, and then you fight Vasily Lomachenko. It's starting to make sense why he chose Frank Martin. The plans are coming into fruition. You fight Frank Martin, that gets you a good look at an athletic southpaw. Then you fight Lomachenko, that gives you another good look at an athletic southpaw. And then you fight Shakur Stevenson. Then you get your ass up to 140. Because as long as Tank fight Loma and then fight Shakur before he leave 135, I'm happy. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. Anybody else want to see him from 135, move your ass up to 140. I ain't really tripping on Tank versus Navarrete. Hell, while Tank is fighting Loma, if that's the fight that we get at the end of the year, make Navarrete versus Shakur the two winners fight each other. It is what it is, bro. The only way I'd be interested in Tank Davis versus Emmanuel Navarrete is if Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson fight. And that would be a great fight. Loma versus any of them two is a great fight. Motherfuckers always get mad when Tank Davis is fighting a motherfucker. Like, I'm tired of this shit, bro. Y'all, like, when Tank Davis fight Ryan Garcia, it's an exhibition, it's trash juice, it's garbage. He an Instagram fighter, he trash, he this, he that. But when he was fighting motherfucking Devin Haney, it was a great fight, legacy fight. It's the best fight. It's a damn good fight. Lomachenko fight Teofimo Lopez. Lomachenko fight Devin Haney. Them great fights. Wonderful fights. Legacy fights. Legacy fights. Hall of Famer. Putting a Hall of Famer on your resume. He ain't a Hall of Famer no more if Tank fight him. Bob Arum say he might be interested in making Shakur Stevenson versus Lomachenko. Man, that's a great fight. Shakur deserved that fight. He been wanting that fight. That'd be a great fight for Shakur. That'll make Shakur Stevenson resume better than Tank Davis. Tank Davis say, after I get done with Frank, I want him next. And then Bob Arum get wind of that shit. Bob Arum get wind of that shit. What Top Rank start doing? They start, hey, Lomachenko, Tank called out Loma. They asked Bob Arum about Tank calling out Loma. Look, we know that Shakur Stevenson could be an option. We know the winner of Navarrete and Baranche could be an option. We know Tank Davis would be an option. But we do know that Lomachenko wants the most lucrative fight. He letting you know he wants to, at this point in his career, he wants to fight for belts and he wants the most lucrative fight. Which one the most lucrative? Loma versus Navarrete or Tank versus Loma? Loma versus Shakur or motherfucking Tank versus Loma? The fact that you would say him like that, Loma versus Shakur, means Loma's the A-side versus Shakur. We all know that. That ain't that lucrative if Loma got to be the A-side because he don't really sell shit. Loma versus Navarrete, not that lucrative because Loma will be the A-side versus Navarrete. Gonna be hard to sell that shit. Tank versus Loma, We doing press conference tours. That shit going on pay-per-view. The live gate going stupid in Las Vegas, going dumb. And it makes some of y'all mad. Some of y'all don't like that fight. Y'all said Tank ducked the man and he don't want no smoke with him. And he aged him out. He only want Loma because Loma aged him out. Well, did Loma only want Tank because he was trying to catch him while he was too green? He was trying to catch Tank when he was a young pup. And how you gonna say Loma is aged out after the performance he just put on? How you gonna say Loma's aged out when he looked good in the ring the last 2 times you seen him fight? How can you possibly say that, bro? Was he aged out when y'all wanted Shakur to fight him? And you can't call him nobody leftovers because ain't nobody beat him cleanly. The man 36 years old and still a top 3 lightweight, and he's a champion. You got 1, 2, 3, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, in whatever order you want to put them. Any combination of them 3 fighting is a great fight, and that's coming from a Tank fan. If Tank don't get the Loma fight and Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko happen to be next, that's a great fucking fight. Could y'all stop hating, bro? And if Shakur Stevenson does get the Lomachenko fight, I'm not going to say he ducking Tank Davis because he fighting Lomachenko, bro. I'm not going to say he ducking Tank Davis because he fighting Lomachenko. So how the fuck can Tank Davis duck Shakur Stevenson if Shakur Stevenson don't come over there to try to make the fight with him? If you Shakur Stevenson, you catch wind of this, you take your ass over there and you say, look, if y'all making Tank versus Loma, can I get the Tank fight after this? Can I sign y'all and get the Tank fight? And the reason Bob Arum will be willing to make Loma versus Shakur if he or Loma versus Tank over Loma versus Shakur, if he know it's likely that Loma could lose either of those fights, why would he not want to make as much money as possible off of him in the twilight of his career? Why would he not want to get Lomachenko the biggest bag he could get late in his career? Niggas literally mad at Tank for wanting to fight one of the best. And he wants Shakur too. You just got to be doing business with the right people. If Aegis Clemus was your manager, if you wasn't dealing with somebody that has a cold war going on with Al Heyman, then you have a chance to get that fight. But you can make that shit go away, Shakur. You can make that shit go away. Go entertain PBC. And if you go entertain them and they not willing to put Tank Davis on the table for you, then we can have a conversation. But my guess is if a motherfucker willing to fight Frank Martin and Lomachenko, there's nothing that you present that's more dangerous or more skilled than them, bro. If he willing to fight them, the motherfucker will fight you too. You just gotta put yourself in position to get the fight, because fighting on free TV Thursdays, putting out trash ass, dud ass performances ain't gonna get the job done, bro. But I thought y'all wanted this fight fans. I thought y'all wanted this type of energy from Tank Davis. He gave you something that you can hold him to. Now, if he don't go after Lomachenko next, we all can look at him like, say, bro, you said you wanted Loma. What's up? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Smash the like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.